Hey everybody, Brian here. Radical changes to this forex trading advisor for MetaTrader 4. What I'm speaking of is for this. Hang on here. Okay, so if you go over to my store, quantlabs.net, you just pick off Quant Analytics membership, and that will take you to here. So what will end up happening is this EA, or expert advisor, will be available for those that want to do forex trading within MetaTrader on their own system. So I'm on the verge of hiring a coder. I've got everything being worked on. I expect to get code back probably in a week. I think there's going to be some debugging. But what this will entail, if you go under the track record at the site, hang on here. What you'll find here is I just posted this last Friday. If you go into the track record, been testing out the positions, the strategy, the trading logic, and in here you'll get all of the data of the reports every day on the P&L of each strategy for both crypto and forex. So a few weeks ago, I put up on GitHub a project that will show you how to build a Python connector, I guess you could call it, that will go through your email, specifically either Gmail or Yahoo should work, and then it will listen to the emails that come in and be able to send out orders based upon those email signals. That's for crypto. I was hoping to do that with forex as well. I could theoretically still do it, but only for a Wanda in Python. And this is not a fun process to build. So I figured I did a little research to figure out what is the #1 platform in the world of forex trading. And that platform was easily MT4, MetaTrader 4, a little bit of 5. All the brokers throughout the world really only support MetaTrader 4. So I figured, okay, that's great. The reason I'm doing this is because I've run surveys for the last year or two. I've always asked, what's the #1 asset class that people want to trade? Always was forex, retail forex. Came up always #1. And crypto was up there too, up until the big bust of Bitcoin. So forex, MetaTrader was the combo. So I was looking for something to make it available for the masses so that they don't need to worry about programming, building an EA that works, and at the same time pull out their hair trying to figure it all out. Because I can tell you, I've gone through literally at least hundreds, I'd even dare say into the thousands of conversations of the same frickin' thing. They want the results, they want the trading signals, they want the profit. I get it. So I figured I'd take the best and the most popular of all of them, forex, MetaTrader, and try to figure out, is there a simple way to make this happen? So what I did was I built out all this fun stuff and all this forex and crypto stuff and all the files and all the charts that are made available through this analytics service. But people said that's not enough. So I said, okay, in the spring of this year, I thought, okay, I'll make signals available. That wasn't enough because they get the emails, but they don't know what to do with it while they're sleeping or working or whatever. So that wasn't enough. So I was saying, there's got to be a way that somebody via email will be able to receive a signal. Email was the simplest. SMS, okay, how do you connect that to your platform on your phone, blah, 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 blah. But it's much easier on a desktop computer, especially around MetaTrader. So there's many different ways to get, I'm not going to get into technical, but what I figured was there's a way to send out signals via email, but there's now another piece of software that you need to have on your computer, your desktop, that sits there all the time and listening to the signal emails to come in. And once that happens, what do we do from there? How do we make the order happen? Especially on a leading platform like MetaTrader, that's free, that everybody can use and use it with whatever broker they want. So I thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll create an expert advisor for MetaTrader 4 because it's a leading platform. So I've gone out for the last few weeks trying to figure out where can I go to get this done. I try to look at the code myself. Oh, what a mess. I don't have time, nor do I have the desires to understand this programming mess. Python's easy, and that's where I stay. Anything above and beyond that's too complicated for me because it's too much work compared to what I can do in Python in a matter of minutes or hours even. So here I thought, okay, I'll hire a coder, get the coder, boom. So that's the logic. Enough said. Let's talk about where we're at. So now we've got a good coder who's going to build out this EA. Originally, I was going to put out an open source project with the expert advisor and let people build it themselves and let them figure out how it will work. That was not enough. So I started talking to this new coder, and it seems from a technical point of view, with MetaTrader, it's not enough just to put in an order. We now have to build in the trading logic in the expert advisor so that we can close out the position, exit the position. Fine. So now that's where we're at. There will be an expert advisor to deal with this momentum-based strategy that may work, sort of. But so far I like what I'm seeing and be able to work within MetaTrader with the exit logic. Now, there's a lot of other work still to be included, like position sizing and da-da-da. But this right now is just a very basic strategy, or EA, where it will get the order via email from my server that I run, and then it gets a signal. And then when that happens, you get the email, you'll have your MetaTrader sitting there waiting for orders via this email. And how it'll work is trying to make it as simple as possible. So if you are kind of interested, this will be run through the analytics service. How it's going to work is you're going to have two pieces of code that you'll need to run. First, you'll obviously need MetaTrader and your broker. The data, the signal is going to be coming in from Oanda. They're one of the largest brokers out there. Not the largest, but one of the largest and most accessible brokers in the world, virtually anywhere, including the US. That's why I work with them. So you get your signal, and then whatever broker you decide to go with, you can execute that order on your broker. So you definitely prefer or should use Oanda to keep everything in sync. But I put up a video a week ago or whenever it was to show you the discrepancy between Oanda, the pricing of, let's say, Euro USD dollar against XM, the broker, against their pricing of Euro US dollar. The discrepancy is this. It can be anywhere from what I saw, 3 to 10 pips discrepancy between the two. If you're okay with that and you can handle that, then you can proceed using this expert advisor. But yet again, it's coming from Oanda. So you may be able to get away with accepting this discrepancy between the pricing of Oanda, the broker, and whatever your broker is. Just depends upon, obviously, your broker. But the advantage is that you can use this EA for any broker as long as, obviously, you support MetaTrader. So how it works is that you have two pieces of technology. You have MetaTrader, and then you have Python. So I'm going to leave it to you to install Python and figure out how to do that. I've got some referral videos. The video shows you how to install Python within 4 minutes, okay? So once you install that, and I've got my GitHub project that will show you how to receive the email and then send out the order, that's all ready to go. So if you understand that and then be able to work with the EA, you're ready to go to get your own live trading signals and execution of the order, plus the exit logic within this new, soon-to-be-built expert advisor. Here's the thing. Will I make the source code of the expert advisor available? Probably not. Will I put it up on MetaTrader or MQ as a signal generating? Maybe, but I don't think I'll do that. But I'll obviously make the EA available, but it'll be a what they call an obfuscated, I can never say that, obfuscated version, which means scrambled file. I think it's called an MQ, is it MQ4? Or I don't know. where the format is. But it'll be the scrambled version, so you shouldn't get access to the source code. But you're welcome to use the A. But it'll be useless if you don't have the analytics service anyways, because that's where the signals come from. So that's what I'm hoping to build in the next 5 days. And once it's available and I'm testing it out, it'll involve Fibonacci levels and only that, as take profit and stop loss, and that's what's being discussed. I'm going to be typing up the final spec, which I'll make available to all my lovely elite members, so they'll be able to get access to that to see how the actual strategy works, at least from the exit point of view. And hopefully this video will help you out to understand the other logistics involved that's needed. So that's where it's at. Hopefully in a week from now, I'll have some updates on the actual EA and see if it runs or not and all that. And then some more modifications will happen for position sizing and goals of portfolio and risk and reward, all that fun stuff. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully it'll be useful for others out there that want to have this type of service. And in terms of the cost of analytics, it's very cheap right now, $6-7 per month. Get grandfather in that forever and ever. But if this thing works out, I'm testing out the live signals right now for crypto, and crypto's been pretty good lately. Just go over the trading track record thing. And we'll leave it at that, and hopefully that's all I can mention. If you got questions, let me know. Talk to you later.